today.
From Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh,
It's week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Justin Fields and the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And I think it's safe to say that, and I heard him say it in the post-game press conference, that was a team win last week because he didn't really play up to his normal standards, throwing 2 interceptions.
No touchdown.
Yeah, didn't offset it at all, but the team found a way to get it done.
Harris starts the drive on the ground, and he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 24, Fields. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And that's knocked away and incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Ooh, with a juke. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. A number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. 21 carries, 87 yards, and a touchdown.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Throwing is Jackson. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first and 3's in. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
The Steelers at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season, and they got off to the tough 0-2 start, but come off a very important first win of the season last time out.
And it's tough when you find yourself at an early season crossroads, but that's exactly where they were. At 0-2, they were thinking if we fall to 0-3, things can spin out of control. But now at 1-2, they shouldn't feel the need to press out there. They're now back in a good spot, find a way to win some games, and keep moving forward.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards there and a first down. A shotgun snap, Fields. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields. Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to have it here just past the 25. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. This defense for the Steelers, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And they needed to be, because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 20. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Harris. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued. And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Fields hit and the ball is loose. 2nd and short now following the fumble. Harris running straight ahead. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. Now Fields. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. Flushed out right. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. On third down, here's Harris. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Calling a gain of 5. 4th down now. So on 4th down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. From the right hash, this from 48. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will tie us at 3-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have moved out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-3. 10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
On play action, Fields. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
On second down, here's the option. Uses the spin, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one will go for 9 yards and a first down on the keeper. Jackson running again. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's the option. Running right. And he's brought down. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it 1st and goal. Hunt. will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown.
We got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space, but how about the guy running behind his pads into the end zone?
What does that mean when a guy says running behind his pad?
Means that he's going to be a physical runner. That way he's able to use his shoulder pads, his forearms, anything to ward off people to power his way forward.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Fields on first down. Hitting Juju on the slant. He's got room at the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Fields on the move to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. It's brought in by Harris. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound Brandon no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run the option left. And he is going to lose yardage here. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, Jackson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is fielded at the 7. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's
I am.
miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Off play action, Fields. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw is Fields. Got an open man, it's Pickens. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Play action. It's Fields. Eluding the pressure right. Open man. That's the tight end Freiermuth. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Fields. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Escaping the pressure right. Open man downfield. That's Smith-Schuster. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Fields now to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
Throwing again is Fields. Flush to his right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down. So on 4th down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. There's the versatile back, Kareem Hunt, getting set with the rest of this offense for the next drive. It's the 2nd quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
We often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series for those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. Now Jackson on first down. Right back to Duvernay. That's complete. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Jackson. Flushed out right. He rifles one that's intercepted. The safety Terrell Edmonds picks it. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now a first down throw, Fields. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And he'll be out right at the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Fields going to hurry his guys to the line. Throwing on second and long. Fields. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. We'll start things out with the battle for Ohio. This one at First Energy Stadium as Cleveland hosts Cincinnati. And it's the Bengals who are out in front as those two head towards the break. Joe Burrow with 3 touchdown passes. From there, we take the trip across Lake Erie to check on the Lions at home in Detroit. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting LA Rams. Jared Goff with 3 touchdown passes. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. And you can see there it's the visiting Colts who have the lead in that one. The Colts trying to hold on and claim victory. In the game you're watching, we've seen a strong first half out of Lamar Jackson. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They were winners last week against Cincinnati, and right now they are in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hunt. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, first and 10. They'll give to Hunt here on the option. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Jackson from the shotgun. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. To throw is Jackson. A slant route caught by Bateman. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on second and inches. They'll give to Hunt here on the option. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. They'll give to Hunt here on the option. Oh, good move. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. From the gun, Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They'll give to Hunt here on the option. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Brought down by Ed Oliver. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Reed. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And he will have a Steelers first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. Able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now a first down carry for Harris. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 2nd and 9, Fields rolling to his right. He finds his man, complete. It's Harris. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Fields. Able to find his man, it's Pickens. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 42. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Fields. He finds his man, complete. It's Warren. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Back to throw. Fields. And he will slide to a hold at the end of that one. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked up by Joe Williams. And the Ravens will take over here at their own 12-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Turnover that just got them the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, then?
No, I don't, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains, wear down the clock, and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Second down at 4. They'll give to Hunt here on the option. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Meanwhile, Fields' throw taken in here by Jackson. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They hand this off to Harris, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. It's caught by Jackson. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You can have the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
On 1st down, it's Fields. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 30. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Harris. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
The extra point splits the uprights as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. No run back here for Reed, so this will come out to the 25. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. And they'll give to Hunt here on the option. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Hunt will try going up the middle. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down, there's the option going left. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And room there to work it inside the 25. 84 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They run again with Hunt. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. They'll run with Hunt. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it.
And there it is, the standard symbol. Taking a knee means that one team won, and the other one obviously lost the ball game. But now that team that won is 2-2. After the first 4 games, I think they're okay with a 2-2 start. Not overly happy, but at the same time, not depressed either.
You mentioned to me breaking down a season in quadrants. So the first quadrant is kind of a check, as you said, for okay. Not great, not bad.
Yeah, right now they're just holding serve. They look forward to their next 4. Maybe they can make a surge there.
And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
Oh, the trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full of confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.
So for the Ravens, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.